Okay, so we're live here. We were going to do a stream, but due to technical difficulties and a lack of dry run, we're going to just film this like a live discussion here. Papa Bear here from Beginners Airsoft Player, along with...
I'm Joshua from ECR.
And Liam from ECR.
And if you don't know what ECR means, it stands for East Coast Recon. I can see Jared over there going, that's ECR.
Yeah.
All right, so we were going to Periscope this, but that had technical difficulties too, so
Next time.
we've got all our phones here to do questions and answers. This is going to be the first collaboration video for us to do questions and answers, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. And one of the first questions that we had was from some art...
Josh, you're way more established.
Art Jukin?
Art. Oh my goodness! I thought it was.
Your name's too hard to say.
Art Jukin.
He asked.
Yeah. He says, "What is the best cut for your combat uniform? ACU, DCU, etc."
Now, ACU is not ACU is the actual cut. So that's Army Combat Uniform. So I think you mean what kind of pattern, maybe?
I think he means pattern.
Well, there's different cuts of uniform. So you have like the standard like long sleeve with it has like the Velcro on the cuffs and things like that, so you can make it tighter to your arms. It'd be just a combat shirt really. And then you have like your t-shirt like combat shirts where you're just like you have Velcro on both sides of the arms. I forgot what they're exactly called, but
I think they're tactical t-shirts.
Tactical blouse.
Blouses.
There you go.
Yeah, they have blouses which are the buttoned up.
We are the military. We know these things.
We don't know. We're just airsofters. My favorite cut is just a standard combat top with the it has like the flex on the body, so it like absorbs the sweat and stuff like that, and just patch areas on either side. It's my favorite, and typically if I can get it in just OD green, that's probably what I'm gonna go for.
I know some of you guys use Voodoo Tactical.
Yeah, we use Voodoo Tactical. I have 511 because I think 511 is actually, I think it's probably the least expensive premium you can get.
That's a good one.
It's a medium between like not crappy and like very good.
That is the very definition of premium. Is it costs a lot of money. So
it's like a medium premium. It's like it's hard to explain.
It's like high quality.
High
quality bad stuff.
No, 511's great. 511 like the 511 stuff they make, the boots, the pants.
Yeah, they do have a lot of good stuff.
They make a lot of good stuff. So
I use the Rap 4, and that's a paintball company. But the reason I use it is because they carry big sizes that actually fit.
Well, I fit a medium.
Yeah, well, you're not an extra large. So,
I need to shop for large size.
I need to do extra large, and so the Rap 4 fits me better. So that's that one. All right, so let's go down to the next question. Liam Hansen 7, what's your opinion on kids in the airsoft community? I'm going to answer this as a dad and as an advocate first. First of all, I think that if you followed our account long enough, you know why we started it. I have 2 kids. They started when they were 8 and 10 years old. So I wanted to make sure that they had a place to play and be able to be a part of it. What do I think of what's my opinion on them? I think it's great. I think we need to have more younger players out there. These guys are younger than I am, by probably half. How old are you?
A third of your age.
He's not going to be.
This guy fought dinosaurs.
He's not going to be in the next video. But I think kids are really important. Even now, my younger son is 12, and we still have guys that come out and play with us as young as 11. So I think it's really important to not discriminate against younger kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like what you said and what I perceive most of your statement to be is that we are all about growing the sport, and you can't grow the sport into a generation that's just going to
die
to
off.
Get out.
Yeah,
Die off. Yeah, that's how old you guys are. No, that's gonna stop playing. You've got life that happens when you're older. So.
Well, especially with like you have like an intermediate audience too, so
Sure.
you have mill simmers and things like that. But as a beginner airsoft, I guess you could say,
like them on Instagram.
Yeah. So with that kind of environment of beginner airsoft, that kind of stuff might be like, I guess you could say, intimidating. And so it's important to bring in new people and introduce them to those kind of cultures so they can have a feel for what they might like to play, or introduce them to more people who can help them grow their experience in the sport.
Absolutely.
So having new people, and especially how I feel about them, is I think it's a great idea. You just need to be taught how to enjoy the sport to what suits them.
Yeah, and they also need to not be brought up around people.
Yeah, like people who just
that
don't wear
are just
like,
negative. That
like,
are well.
Well, people who like don't do safety, like don't
Right.
teach safety, that's terrible. You shouldn't have young airsofters doing anything with that. You should have them being with mature people who can teach them, don't point your guns at people when you have BBs in them. Wear your proper eye protection. I mean,
Take your magazines out when you're in the ready room.
exactly. This kind of stuff introduces people to a good environment. So that's where a lot of the bad stuff comes from.
Bottom line is any sport is the same is true with airsoft as is with any sport in that you need younger people.
Absolutely.
You need kids and
need
there's
young
plenty
people.
of mature kids and you just need to raise them up right.
That's a good question, Liam. All right, so next question is going to be from Cody Horrigan, 13, 1911, or M9? 1911.
357 Magnum, definitely preferred.
That's not even in the
That's not in the
spectrum.
question. We'll try that again. No, really, 1911 or M9? What would you say for airsoft? It really, I mean,
I go at 19. Yeah, I go at 19.
I think 1911 only because there's just so many of them on the market that a lot of parts are
I
interchangeable.
like the way they look too.
And
Like
they
you can get a
look-
classic. You can get a classic 1911,
That's
or
right.
you can get like a tactical 1911. But where you got like an M9, it's just M.
It's just the
Just
M9.
M9.
So we're going to go
Like-
with 1911.
Yeah, but
Well, the
you
size
can
is
get
different too.
well, you can get like a
Different than the
Rafrica kind of looking M9.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not really an M9.
But that's not in the question, Liam.
No, it looks like an M9. But it's not.
Let's see, what's this next question? RuneDog214 asks, what airsoft guns do you use? Well, you know what, Liam, where's your gun, Liam? Where's your? Well, let's show them.
Well, I have a couple here. I brought one. We were gonna centerpiece it, but the angle's too low. So I have my saw. I have a classic Army.
Yeah, his saw.
Yeah, I have a classic Army. It's a
his
team saw.
that he made himself.
No. This guy right here.
He built that saw.
No.
Good job, Liam. We're all proud of you.
No, this is the team saw, but I run it a lot because it's kind of heavy. And this is one of the.
What's this hose for?
This is the.
That's you drink if you're thirsty.
Yeah, Josh. You just blow through it and the BB's come out. There you go. It's an SMP. It has a Gen 1 SMP in it. I like this, but I have for my main gun.
That's a Wolverine SMP. Sponsor us.
Please. I have a Tippmann M4 carbine, Mark 18 Block 2. So I like that. It's short. It's fulfills the duties that most CQB guns should do, as well as field guns, and that's what I prefer. And I like the Tippmann because of the recoil and the analog system. I got into airsoft because I played paintball beforehand, and it just got too expensive.
So he converted.
I changed my colors, switched sides.
I know my primary right now that I'm running is the Echo 1 SR16, and just stock as it comes out of the box. I added a couple of accessories to it. I've got the long version, the long barrel one, and I run it with 11.1, and that's all I need on the field. And my sidearm is a HK USP, CO2, cheap, ready to shoot.
It works.
It works.
I don't do sidearms.
I know, because you got both your arms on that gun.
Yeah, well,
Jeez, right?
I don't even
Right?
have the sling for it.
I use more guns than I can name in one video, but primarily I use an M4, which has been custom built component-wise. There are no two
What did
components
it
from
start
the
its
same
life out
manufacturer.
at?
You can't even say that because there's only like 2 pieces from that original gun. But inside, running the thing is a Wolverine Inferno, a premium edition Inferno. Again, Wolverine Airsoft. Please sponsor us. We love you guys. I love you guys. Send me a bolt, please.
You're such a fanboy.
Yes. And then a secondary weapon, if you could say that's a secondary because I don't run it a whole lot, is a Magpul Masada SPR variant.
Just carry that on your back.
Yeah, no, break my back if I do that. Yeah, no, that's just a long range weapon. Whenever the the HB8 SMP M4 doesn't really cut it for range.
Yeah, and I guess I again convert back to the saw. The Tippmann's just not cutting it. If nobody on the team's running the saw, his first weapon I'm gonna go for is heavy machine gun.
All right, good question. So next question comes from Mason WV99. How long did it take you to get sponsored? And then the second part was how much dedication did it take? So I'm going to assume this one's for us.
Yeah,
okay.
well, we're not sponsored. So
Eventually.
You take
That's
it.
all right. It took a long time. It really did. It was a lot of work. And as far as dedication, it was constant. Instead of knocking on doors and asking for sponsorship, I actually went out and would email companies. I would talk to the local reps and just tell them, we want to promote your product. And that's actually another question that somebody asks is, how do you get sponsorship? And that question comes up all the time. just hard work and making sure that you promote and give the company something back. So like these guys, they both use Wolverines in their guns, and they're going to promote that. They're going to say, you know, I believe in the Wolverine. With me, I've been using Echo 1 for 2.5 years. I love the Echo 1 guns. So somebody says, what's a good mid-level gun to use? I tell them right away, go for Echo 1. So now, it just takes time. It just takes a lot of time and making sure you're talking to the right people. So it's not something that happens right away. Everybody wants something for free, and it's not even about that. I got this hat for free. It was sent to me from a buddy in California for Team Hero and the Brimmet on there as well. But that just happens sometimes. But it does take a lot of hard work. So good question.
He has more than just that.
Yeah, and
That's not all he has to show for his hard work. Is just a hat.
yeah, and you could even look at doing like local fields and have them sponsor you. That's always, most people are looked at. That's an important thing. Growing your local community as well is a huge portion of getting sponsored as well. Nobody's going to want to sponsor you if you don't do anything.
Yep.
Definitely the biggest fish.
Both of our teams have been out at Combat Zone, so we'll give them a plug.
Yeah.
Combat Zone, Merritt Island.
Combat Zone in Merritt Island, cleaning out land, promoting events there, making sure that people know that they're going from paintball and now they also have airsoft. So you get in, talk to the owners. You guys have done videos over there, review videos for them.
We're reviewing. We're doing Tipman M4 review.
So
yeah, that's not even out yet. I don't think.
That's what you need to do. So.
Hi, I'm ACR member Liam, and today we're here at Combat Zone Sports, Merritt Island, Florida, to review the Tipman M4 carbine.